Hello, this is Petit Miku, and welcome back to the ninth part of this all DLC speedrun guide. Now, for this ninth segment, we will complete Point Lookout and complete the main game. So, when we start the DLC here, we don't crouch, and we're on north. We will run to the church, which is like on top of the map. And first of all, we are also going to discover Harley's hardware, which we will use to fast travel a few times later. So go about this way and over there. Wait, where is Haley's hardware? That house is Haley's hardware. So run towards it, discover it. You can run on the car, it discovers it. And then we go to the church. So because swimming is slow, I will just run on here and try to jump. I failed to jump. But always try to stay as much as possible on land and not on ground.
I guess it was nothing.
So once you're here, travel back to Haley's hardware and go southeast towards that mansion over there. We need to discover this mansion and then we are going to the... I always forget what it's called, the light tower or something like that. Lighthouse. There we go. I remember. It's the lighthouse. We need to go and talk to Desmond. I just forgot his name, but it's Desmond. So we discovered the mansion. And I don't know if it is the faster way, but I am going this way instead of climbing the rocks because we have speed cripple and we are faster when we are not swimming. And right now we are not swimming, so we are running fast. There are mire lurks here. I don't mind them. I'll probably kill them later. But we need to talk to Desmond. So once you're in the lighthouse, we need to clip out of bounds. And my setup to go out of bounds is you come here at the wooden things, place yourself against the wall, then you quick save and quick load, and after you fall a little bit, you will spam quick save and quick load while holding forward to go through the wall. Like that. And then you fall here and you basically need to take the door. Now let me show you it once more. And basically with speed cripple you can just hold forward and just fall into the void while you're falling. You open the door so you don't need to land. Like that. Now, once you're here, jump in this corner, quick save and quick load. Literally the easiest thing to do. And then get down here, go back up. This will make Desmond spawn. Now we need to talk to Desmond. There is a very difficult way to get inbounds again. But I found how to talk to him without any problem. So you see there's some kind of little gap here. You see? Here. Quick save and quick load. And then you will be some kind of stuck. That's why in a speedrun my split is called wiggle wiggle, because you're basically wiggling. And then you just need to use a third person interaction glitch to talk to Desmond. Say, what do you know about the tribals? Then I have to go.
Hold on.
And use the first option like 2 times, and then when you can say I have to go, just go. Now to get out of the spot we will just quick save and quick load, but we don't want to fall in the void because you'll see why later. So just land on here, and now we need to get back up. Take the door, and now we need to clip out of bounds again. So therefore just look at this wall and quick save and quick load, and you will eventually fall through. Now get out and we will fast travel towards the church. Or the cathedral, I guess.
Who lingers
Speak
at
to
the
the
threshold?
intercom. Answer, I seek the wisdom of da da da. Say, I have no fear.
Who goes there?
And after the dialogue, we fast travel back to Haley's hardware. And just follow the quest marker. We need to go get the punga fruit. Now, the next part, getting the punga fruit, includes a few clips to get out of bounds and back in bounds. And if you don't have a proper setup, it can be like insanely hard. So I use a visual cue and get it fairly quickly. But if you don't play on low settings, you might have some trouble with this clip. But I highly recommend you try to find as fast as possible a visual cue, because it's an insanely hard skip to master. But once you have a good setup, it's no problem, but getting your setup which you're comfy with is pretty hard. Took me like hours and hours of practice to find a good setup. So now once you're inside here, stop in front of this tree, and you see these rocks here? You see this spider lurk here? I'm just going to kill them to be able to explain stuff. Okay, so don't mind these. So here is the spot where we're going to clip in. So let me go back to the door so you don't miss it. So walk towards this tree, stop in front of this tree, look right, and it's these rocks. Here, take a good visual cue, and you run to that corner, jump and quick save and quick load. If it doesn't work right, just go back and forth. That always helps. So now that you're out of bounds, run over there and jump. If you can't jump anymore, just quick save and quick load. That will give you the possibility of jumping again. Now we need to enter in here. I use a very specific setup. Let me just show you the local map. Maybe if you're not sure of where to do it. Here you see clearly where I am. Okay. So you see here there's like a white square. My visual cue is the center of that square. I will put my cursor in the center of that square. Hold forward and left. You can also look at the compass. My compass synchronizes well with the bar next to northeast. And quick save and quick load. Or jump, quick save and quick load. So if it doesn't work, go back and forth a bit. Yeah, sometimes that can happen. Come on. Okay, jumping doesn't look to be a good idea. Maybe more. Okay, this is kinda inconsistent. Luckily, I don't get such bad skips, such bad clips in my runs. Okay, so I looked a bit more to the right. I put the right side of my cursor on the right side of that square, and apparently it worked. So now activate Punga Seeds. And now it can get dangerous. So I recommend you do a hard save for safety. There we go. So we will climb these rocks. Again, if you can't jump anymore, quick save and quick load while jumping. And basically, while you do that, it's possible to fall inside the rocks, and then you have to reload your save, because you will almost never get out. So once you are here in that kind of invisible corner with an invisible wall, just look at this general direction and quick save and quick load. And that's fairly easy, so you're through. And now you need to jump and get on top back. So always quick save and quick load makes jumping easier. And once you're back on top, just go down and walk towards the entrance. I will travel automatically. So once you're out, equip your shock baton and kill all the flies. Okay, once the flies are dead, you can open your Pip-Boy and travel back to the church. Now this door will open. I talk to this guy. Just say, did it work? Okay, and then you can leave. Then go into church and talk to Nadine. She's always there.
Looks like another newbie in the tribe.
Spam first answer. Like 4 times. Then ask who leads the tribe. Where can I find Jackson? And normally you would have gotten a key.
Hey.
Okay. Continue saying the first answer then. And she will give you the key. And you have to go. So once you have the key, you want to go northeast. There is the graveyard. Go around the graveyard. Don't go in the graveyard but around. It will save time later. So you don't aggro the ghouls. Aggroing the ghouls is bad. So now I messed up. The thing is basically here. So jump down, go inside with the key that Nadine gave you. If she doesn't give you the key because you forgot to ask where Jackson is, well, it will be closed. Now follow this way, basically follow the right side of the wall. And go talk to the brain.
No longer shall its mystical power.
Choose the last one and the first one. Then I have to go.
Powers be diminished.
And run a little bit south so that you can run away. Because we didn't enter the graveyard, the ghouls are not behind, are not following us. So after talking to the brain hologram, you can go back to the lighthouse. Enter the lighthouse. Leave the lighthouse, and Desmond will be here.
I knew it. I knew that.
Talk to him, and try to quickly talk to him because he's gonna run away. And fight Meyer Lurks a bit lower. So ask, you select the middle one, and then spam first. Oh no, it's the third one, and then spam first. I apologize. Once he gives you the jammer, go to Pilgrim's Landing. And quick save and quick load every dialogue. Try and stay on this part. Wait. There are some triggers. I don't really know where the triggers are. I usually just run around here. And after he says, I assure you, you can put the jammer inside. After you put the jammer inside, teleport to the mansion or travel to the mansion. Run forward and jump. That is mandatory because it's funny to watch. And once you're back up, well, go back here. And Desmond will be here. Not always. I've had some times where he is not here. And as soon as the quest marker appears south, you can open your menu and travel to the lighthouse. Now, this will open. Go inside. And we are again going to go out of bounds by clipping here. Just like that. But this time we want to fall. Take out your gun and shoot the brain. Once the brain explodes, go left and open the door. Open this door. Take the ladder. And we are done with Point Lookout. So travel to the pier.
Hey, just
She talks to you, but it doesn't really matter. Sometimes for some reason, like during my 2 previous runs, she wasn't here. And so that's why I had 2 tickets. But you can basically punch the air or shoot with your alien blaster to not talk to her and be able to go back to the capital wasteland with your 2nd ticket. So travel to the wasteland and we are out of Point Lookout. Now before ending this segment, I want to do something. We are going to finish the game. So go to Jefferson, travel to Jefferson's Memorial. And here is Mr. Democracy. Here we have Sentinel Lions. Enter the Jefferson Memorial. Don't mind those enemies. And as soon as you enter the door, take out your alien blaster and shoot. Shoot the two guys of the Enclave and Colonel Atom. If you don't start
Well,
immediately shooting, he will talk to you and it wastes a bit of time.
Dr. Lee, it's Sarah Lyon.
Then here just quick save and quick load to skip their dialogues.
Well, so much for...
Say, I'll start the purifier. Now that you're in the purifier, you need to type the code. The code is easy, just as in any percent. 216, enter. And now there will be a very loud cutscene that is like 2 minutes or 1.5 minutes. For the sake of the guide, I'm going to skip that cutscene. And now basically the game is finished. There are already 4 DLCs that are finished. Now the only thing we need to do is finish the Broken Steel DLC, which will be for the very last segment. So you may now proceed to the very last segment. And congratulations, you're almost finished with running all DLC.